This is not a intentional mukbang, but one thing about me, I'ma eat. So that's just what it's gonna have to be. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm QB. So today's video is going to be a little talking going on. I'm going to be talking about like why I moved to Houston, I transferred school, and all of that crazy stuff. Okay, so where do I begin? I don't know. I wrote a whole bunch of stuff down on my phone so I don't forget like what I want to talk about, because I really want this video to like be kind of short and simple, but I still want to like, you know, talk to y'all because I don't do a lot of talking on here, only when it like has to do with makeup or like hair or whatever, or if it's like a voiceover. But I'm trying to get more comfortable on camera, you know, get used to this or whatever. And yeah, but this is really good. And I have some tacos that I just picked up earlier, so I'm gonna be eating that and my tacos. Ooh, please don't spill my tacos. Okay, but I'm gonna eat this first. But yeah, so let's get into it. So why did I move? I moved because of a lot of reasons. Like, it was a lot of reasons why I left. I'm not the type of person, I mean, I do like have spontaneous moments where I'm just like, I make a decision, I'm just like, that's it. But it's like, I like to also think things through, and I like to weigh out my options, see the positive, the pros and the cons, and like, I'm just that type of person. And so that's what I did. You know, there's a lot of reasons why I left my school. I don't know if you guys know already, but I used to go to SUNY Plattsburgh. It was upstate New York in Plattsburgh, and I didn't like it at all. I never liked it. Freshman year, when I realized I didn't like it, was freshman year, spring semester. But I stayed because, you know, I was like, well, I guess, you know, I don't want to just like be one of those people that transfers, or like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I was just like, I'm gonna just stay. And, you know, I had good friends, so I was like, even though everything else is like negative, I'm gonna stay because I had good people around me. So I thought, but that's another story for a different day. But so yeah, you know, okay, let me turn my phone down. Yeah, so I left because like I really wasn't happy there. I was very depressed. You know, and it was like a lot of reasons too, not just people. It was definitely people, but it was also the environment. It was very toxic. We had like KKKs in the town. It was a very like toxic school. It was a PWI, obviously, and I just felt like the school didn't cater to my needs in terms of educationally, financially, or emotionally, mentally, like everything. It was just not catering to me, and I just did not like it there. Educationally, the program that I was in, my major is communication disorders and sciences. I want to become a speech language pathologist once I graduate. So my major is communication disorders and sciences, and that's a very scarce major. Okay, I mean, a lot of people are starting to know about the major now, but it's very scarce. You don't really hear about it a lot. But, yeah, so it was just like no one in the class really wanted to help each other, and it was just like, that's what I just felt like was really messed up, because it's like the program itself wasn't even good, you know what I mean? Like, that program lacked a lot of good teachers that, you know, were able to like I feel like it was mainly just test based, and compared to other states, New York's education system is like really just messed up, to be honest. So being in a program that's already kind of hard, and like not really having the support system from your teachers, and, you know, things like that or whatever, on top of that, having to deal with the emotional distress of being in a very racist town with KKKs, and you know what I mean, like teachers not really caring or whatever, just really ran me out. And also, like, I didn't like the food up there. It was always cold. Like, I mean, like hitting negatives, like -5 degrees, you know what I mean? So in general, I just didn't like the school. I don't want to get into it. I'm probably going to make another video to get into it because I have a lot of stories to tell, okay, about that school. That school, honestly, I wouldn't say I regret going to that school because I feel like that school kind of made me who I am today. Like, that school made me stronger, okay, because I went through hell in that school. So how did I like decide that I wanted to move here? Well, my mom left New York. My mom left New York right after I graduated from high school. So she came to Texas. So, and prior to that, my dad had left New York to pursue his PhD in a different state. So it was just me and my sister left in New York. And then when my sister graduated with her bachelor's degree, she went to Atlanta. So I was the only one left in New York. So whenever like we would go on school breaks, like Thanksgiving, Christmas or whatever, I would be left in Plattsburgh by myself because, you know, I didn't really like staying in people's houses. I would do it sometimes, but I didn't really like staying in people's houses because I always felt like I was invading. So I didn't really have anywhere to go. So I would have to stay upstate at my apartment, you know, just to stay there or whatever. And there was nothing to do. Like, when I say this is like nothing to do, like at all. So I just didn't like that. I was just like, I spent a lot of alone time up there. And people may not understand, like, oh my God, people like, why did she transfer? Like, oh my gosh, she had 1 more year left and things like that. Like, and it's just like, people don't understand. Like, I spent a lot of alone time in Plattsburgh, and people didn't even like, Plattsburgh when people were around. So imagine being in Plattsburgh continuously, like Christmas break, Thanksgiving break, spring break or whatever, being in Plattsburgh, by yourself continuously with no one around, no friends, no nothing. Like, imagine that. So, you know, people may not understand why I just like made my decision to move, but honestly, part of the reason why I moved is because you know, God told me to. And you know, it was something I've been thinking about since literally freshman year. Like, I hated that school. Like, I wanted to actually study abroad at some point. I think it was 2 summers before I left the school. I was thinking about studying abroad because, you know, I wanted to get away from the school. I just needed a break. I needed a break from the school. Just take one semester away from the school, study somewhere else, and then come back. But that didn't work out. That's where I was just like, you know, I didn't want to go to my dad's state because I just felt like there was nothing there for me. He was in New Mexico, and I just felt like that there was really nothing there for me. I've heard a lot about Houston, and so also I do have my business, so I felt like Houston was a better choice for me. So that's why I decided to move here where my mom was at, so, you know, everything could work out with like financial aid and stuff like that. Because left up to me, I would have moved to Atlanta. Okay, I talked to my mom about it because my mom's been trying to get me to move to Houston for 3 years. I mean, like, kudos to my mom because she's been on it. She's like, move to Houston. Every time I call her, I'll be like, I can't do this no more. Like, I can't. Like, I be crying. Like, I just be like, bro, like, I can't do this no more. Like, this school is really like blowing my, damn, this video is gonna be long because it's a lot. Okay, it's a lot. But a lot of people really ask me this question, like, why'd you move to Houston? Like, why'd you move to Houston? So, like, I felt like I really needed to make this video. So anyways, so where was I at? So when I finally decided to move, right, I had 2 options. I had well, the one, because I wanted to move to Texas and still be able to see my mom, like, not on a regular basis, but like, you know, once a week, or, you know what I'm saying, twice a week, every now and then. So I decided that I wanted to school in Houston rather than like Dallas or whatever, because I could have picked anywhere in Texas in general, but I decided I wanted to move to Houston because she lived like an hour and a half away. So I was like, okay, that's perfect. So the schools that when I looked into the schools that had my major, I found University of Houston, I found TSU, and I think there was another women's college or whatever, but we was not doing that. I really wanted to go to University of Houston. I don't know, something about that school that just really caught my eyes. I was just like, I definitely want to go here. Like, I see myself going. This is a very like diverse school. When I say, like, I have all types of people from different parts of the world in my class, like, not just one specific, like, Spanish, black, white. No, it's different types of people in my class, and I'm just like, I love it because everyone contributes to, like, you know what I'm saying, like, they bring good content to the class, and we have discussions, and it's perfect. It's amazing. Like, coming from a PWI is just like completely different. I could have went down the street, okay, to TSU, okay, and got my HBCU on, but I was like, let me not do that because I feel like I'm gonna be distracted, especially because like I'm coming from PWI, so I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna wild out a little bit. So I was like, you know, I came to Houston because of my education, so let me just chill out, okay, and you know, do what I came here for. So when I made my decision to move to Houston, well, not to move to Houston, but to transfer schools, I didn't really tell anyone. Like, I think that's why everyone was like shocked the most and were like, where the hell are you? Because I didn't tell anyone. Like, I'm a very private person. I don't really like to announce stuff. Like, I'm not really into that stuff. So anyways, so oh, I want this crab leg. Somebody need to teach me how to eat crabs because I feel like I've been doing it wrong. I really feel like I've been doing it wrong. But, ooh, let me know if I should do a mukbang on here. Because I would really do a mukbang. It's completely different when you're like visiting somewhere to where like you're actually living there. So, I learned that the hard way. I thought this was going to be easy. Let me tell y'all, moving to a whole new state, changing up your life, is like the most scariest thing I have experienced in my life, like thus far. Like in New York, you don't have to drive. I took subways mainly, and so when I came here, obviously I had to drive, so I had to learn how to drive. I literally just got my license a couple months ago, and yeah, so I got my car, and so I started looking for apartments in Houston to get ready for school. I'm like really loving my classes. All my classes are pretty good. They are pretty straightforward. Like when I tell you I went to my advisor, like this is how messed up I was in SUNY Plattsburgh compared to here, and how I really wasted so much time, so much money, like in Plattsburgh, literally. So when I came here or whatever, I met with my advisor at the University of Houston, and he was looking through my transcript, and he was just like, were you a psych major? And I was just like, no. And he was like, well, you took a lot of psych classes or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I know. And you know what's crazy though, because when I was taking these classes in SUNY Plattsburgh, which were required for my major, I would question, like, why do I have to take these classes? They have nothing to do with my major. Like, these classes don't interest me, like biology and chemistry. Like, none of these classes interest me. This is not what I want to do. This is, if I wanted to be a bio major, I would become a bio major. That's what really hurts me, because it's just like, I was actually supposed to graduate this semester, but now I'm spending more time and more money in school because, you know, of my decision to move. But I'm very, very happy that I moved, because honestly my GPA gets to start over. That's one, because my GPA was lacking, because I was taking so many bio classes and I didn't even need them. You know what I mean? Like, I was taking these classes that I knew I wasn't going to do well in because that's not my major. So the campus, the University of Houston is so big. Like, I got lost in it like so many times. Like, that's so big. I mean, coming from a school that's like, it was kind of small. It was very small. It wasn't very, very small, but it was like more like a medium kind of size school, but not nearly as big as University of Houston. Like, sometimes I had to put on my GPS to walk around. When I first came here, everyone knew I was from, like, they didn't know I was from New York, but like, they knew I was an outsider, and that's what I hated. Like, I hated looking like an outcast, because, you know, like, I don't know. I just don't know how they knew I was from like a different place. But I guess because like everybody here in Texas or in Houston is like pretty chill, like really, really chill. Like New York, you know, New Yorkers is like, we on that rah rah, like we freaking hustlers, like, you know what I mean, like we, you know what I'm saying. So it's like, it's completely different here. Like it was very different for me, and like, when I first, like the first 3 months that I was here, I was like, oh, this is cool or whatever. It's like, I'm going with the flow, whatever, doing whatever, right? But then like after like the 3rd month, I was just so depressed. I was just like, oh my God, like I really moved here. Like it really hit, like I don't feel like it hit me at all until like the 2nd, 3rd month. it started hitting me, and I was just like, I really just up and left and just like changed my whole life. Like, what is wrong with me? Like, I was going crazy. I was like asking my best friend, and I was like, why did I do that? Like, what the hell is wrong with me? Like, I was like going through it for like a whole week. I was just like, what is wrong with me? Like, did I make the right decision? Like, because I was just in such like a cultural shock. Like, it was just like so many different things going on. The people were different. I feel like that's the one thing that hit me the most was the people. Like, the people are so different out here. It's like, it's so crazy. It's really, really crazy. One thing that I would say I really love about Houston is the fact that it's very, very affordable, and like, you know what I mean? Like, it's very affordable. Like, I don't know if I probably would move back to New York, like, when I have like money flowing in, like, you know what I mean? Because New York is very expensive, and it's only getting more and more expensive. That's the only way I'll move back to New York. But for now, you know, I'm gonna stay here, get my degrees, stack up some money, and you know what I mean, see what goes on after that. You know, I do plan on like networking a lot here, and just like getting my name out there, and just becoming someone, you know what I mean, like making something of myself out here. It's a lot of opportunities out here. So many great people. I've met some really good people. I've met some really weird people. I've met like some crazy people. I've met some fun people. You know, I've had different memories, and I really, really can't wait to make some more memories. Would I say I regret moving from New York? Nah, I don't at all. I do miss my friends a lot, but yeah, I mean, one thing I miss about New York is like the culture. Definitely culture. The people and the food. But it's good. It's easy to find good food out here, but it's just like, you know, I just be craving that like food, you know, like Caribbean food. Like, they don't got that shit out here. Like, even when they do have it out here, it's just not the same. Like, it doesn't taste that good. Like, it's I can't find the spots, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, that is my story on why I moved to Houston and transferred schools from bum-ass SUNY Plattsburgh to University of Houston, my dream school. And I don't know what I'm gonna be graduating yet. Y'all pray for me, because pray for me, because I don't know when I'm gonna graduate, because I'm waiting on my credits. I'm still waiting on my credits to transfer fully. Right now I'm taking my minor classes. That's another reason why I am spending a longer time in school, is the fact that compared to New York, where a minor is optional, here I have to take a minor. Like, it's mandatory to take a minor, so that's like 15 credits extra. So I don't know when I'm gonna graduate, but I'm hoping for next year, God willing. I'm hoping for next year. You know, but I am happy. I'm definitely happy here. Like, for real. Like, I'm glad I made my decision to move. There are some days where I'm like, oh, I wish I could be in New York. Like, I just love the vibe of New York. Like, New York is just like home to me. And I am going back soon in like a couple months, so I'm very excited. I'm probably gonna do a vlog, but yeah, I'm really excited on this journey. And I'm trying to think of it. Like, I hope I don't have anything else to talk about, because like, if I cut this camera off and I have stuff to talk about, I'm gonna be tight. So all right, I don't think I have anything else to talk about, so I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching this video in my little mini mukbang. Thank y'all for staying tuned. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel, always showing love, always commenting. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.